Welcome everyone, welcome. Pedro here with another live stream. Not sure what happened there. We're just gonna wait for some more people to join us, guys. Super excited to have you guys. It's another beautiful morning. Just testing out the sound. Okay, let me just change here. Alright guys, just give me a few more minutes. We're almost done here. I'm just updating the description. Then we'll get started.
Perfect. Guys, so what I want to make sure is I'm going to go back to my chart.
Just give me a few more minutes. We're almost done here. I'm just updating the description. Looks like it's gonna rain. Alright guys, so I was able to finally get this software setup, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's get started here. Welcome everyone that's just joining us right now. So let's take a look at gold. So we got, with gold, we got that push that we wanted, which is good, but then price kind of pulled back down within this range. So let's take a look at the weekly, just to understand the overall direction. And obviously what we can see here with gold on the weekly, you can see that it was obviously trending downwards, right? And we had this strong area of support and forming resistance. So we could have expected price to come to these levels and actually reject, which is what we were expecting. If we go down to the like 4 hour, it does look like it broke up a tad bit, like right here. But in reality, it's holding through this level of support, of resistance, sorry. So now that we know that in the bigger picture, to be quite honest with you guys, we can expect short-term wise potential sells. I don't think that we're looking at a trade here anytime soon. We want to wait for some sort of retracement like this for gold, and then wait for price to push back, see some rejections within this level here, hold this level of support, and see some sort of rejection happen, and then we can start seeing some continuation to the downside. But as of right now, it's not looking like any trades for gold. Mind you guys, it is Friday today, so it's not, I don't really like to trade on Fridays typically. But it's always good to know kind of where your setups are overall, and kind of go from there. Let's go. Blow my mic here. Let me know in the chat box if you want me to go over a trade, guys. Let me know in the chat box. Still trying to learn how this software works and stuff, which is pretty cool. But yeah, still learning how to use it. I get a lot of allergies. Unfortunately, it's nuts. The allergies. Once they kick in, it's brutal. Brutal. Nice. Looking at myself right now. Nicholas, good morning. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Happy to have you, my friend. Yeah, I think I have allergies. I don't know what's going on. Just gotta love having my allergies. Perfect. Okay, so you're able to see in the chat box. Yeah, so I was able to get the software going, which is pretty sick, guys. So super thankful. So yeah, I'm going to be adding a couple other stuff too that might be helpful so that you guys can see in the display at the bottom. You guys will be able to see what trades I'm taking and all that type of stuff. So lots more in the works. Today is Friday, so probably later in the evening I'm going to be focusing on like learning the program much more, and then we can kind of facilitate stuff so that you guys are like in the know when I'm doing these live streams, since obviously I do these every day. I want you guys to know which trades I'm looking at and which ones I've already taken, etc. So yeah. Alright, so we're looking at USD Jpy. Obviously it seems like USD Jpy is still ranging. It's not really going too much in our it was going in our favor, but not really doing much. It's just kind of ranging at this point, to be honest. So as long as price holds below this level of resistance, I'm not looking for any buys at any time soon. And to be honest with you, to me it just looks like price is just like ranging right now. So we're just gonna have to wait for USD Jpy. US dollar is actually pretty strong right now, so that's why we can see a hold on price right now. And yeah, so let's take a look at GJ as well. So GJ, again, we're on the 4-hour, guys, but let's go down to, let's go up to the weekly. That way we get an understanding of overall direction. As you guys know, I always like to look at the overall direction of the market, and that helps us kind of dictate what we can expect, right? Typically what we're looking here is for just looking at the price right now. We broke out of a range, we pulled back, and so we're looking at rejecting this level here and holding it as a support. When we see a strong momentum like this, we always want to see price exhaust or take a break and pull back, and so it did, and it came back to these levels over here, as you can see way back in May. And ever since these past few months, we've been kind of holding through. So to me, it's showing definitely like the overall direction and sentiment for GJ is not bearish. In fact, it is somewhat bullish. And then if we go down to the daily, this will kind of help us broaden the overall idea of what the market's doing. And to be honest with you, we're stuck within a range. That's really what we're in right now. You can see the top there, and you can see this zone over here as well, right? So we are in a range right now with GJ. Now, that doesn't mean that we can make profits, guys. We can absolutely make good money and profits in a ranging market as well. You just got to know what you're doing, right? So we are at the bottom of this channel. So as you guys can see that we are ranging here, and we have created these lows here. We've touched these lows already twice. It doesn't look really necessarily like a double bottom. I wouldn't consider that a double bottom formation. But what I'm looking at, or what I can expect, guys, is price to retest these highs over here as a target level short term. And so we can start expecting some sort of buys. And if we narrow it down now to the 4-hour, we can start looking at this breakout here. So this morning we got a little bit more volume, and we finally broke out after seeing this bearish trending market. So we did see a break of structure, which is awesome. What I want to see is price to push a little bit more further, wait for some sort of retracement, and then we can start getting in on some buys for GJ. But in the meantime, I want to see a little bit more of a stronger push, which I'm sure we will for New York Open, and then we can start looking for some good buy setups, guys. So, and again, keep in mind, this is the 4-hour, so we've got lots of opportunities, trade opportunities to get into here, so that we can kind of target these highs over here. So that's what I'm looking at for GJ. Welcome, guys. I've got a couple more people joining us. Let me know what you think. How's everything looking? Are you guys able to hear me clearly? Just want to make sure the mic, everything. I am using my new software here, OBS Studios. Let me know if you guys are enjoying it. Does it look more clear? Can you see the charts? Let me know in the chat box below. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome, guys. I do live streams every single day, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, if you're looking to take your trading to the next level, you're looking for a place where you can join us every single morning and feel like at home, and a community of like-minded traders looking to take their trading to the next level, you've come to the right place. So make sure you hit that like button as well. Really appreciate it. It supports the channel, guys. Yeah, let's continue here with our daily analysis. Let me know in the chat box where you guys are from. Appreciate you guys. BB, welcome. You're early. Thanks for joining us. My sister-in-law is joining us here this morning. That's awesome. Everything looks great. That's awesome. Yeah, Nicholas, yeah, it's better. Yes, this is much better software. I'm really thankful for it. You know, I installed it last night, so they're really good. Okay, let's take a look at GBP odd. Obviously, we saw that we were expecting some sells here, guys. Let's take a look here. So we had breakup structure here. If we go again over to the, let's go to the daily just to get an idea of the direction. So we saw a breakup structure. Price didn't fail to hold support here, and we saw that strong momentum to the downside. And so yeah, so what we want to see is a pullback to these highs over here before a continuation to the downside. So we are looking for sells on potentially for GBP odd, but we need GBP British pound to be weak. We need weakness in the market, otherwise it's not going to go down, guys. So that's something to keep an eye out. BV supporting family. Aw, I love you guys. Thank you. Thanks, BV. Thank you for always supporting me. Yeah, so let's
feature unavailable.
Let's my
alarm.
Sorry guys. So okay, so let's start. Let's continue with looking at GBP US. So we are holding support. So the British pound against the US dollar. Essentially, for people that are just starting out or are new, what we're looking for is for the British pound. Obviously, the pair that is going to go up or down in this case is the first one on here. So that's the British pound, right? So if price is melting, that means the British pound is weaker against the US dollar, right? And if, for example, the British pound is stronger, right, against the US dollar, so we're talking about the pound is worth more than the US dollar currently, then price will start pushing up. We're literally trading like real currency right now, guys. We're dependent on the economy. We're dependent on what each country is doing, right, with their currency, with their economy, right? So it's pretty cool being able to trade with these different markets, right, and pairs and stuff. So what we want to see, like, you know, we trade technically, right, but we want to also see is like news and stuff, right? We want to make sure that, you know, for example, we have news at 8:30 a.m. the US, and this is important news. Forecast is it's neutral-ish, I would say, so 0.2%. If for example the forecast is negative for US dollar, then we can expect GBP pairs to push higher, right? And that's what kind of we are expecting anyways. We are at a level of support here, so we can expect price to push up because the US dollar is going to be weak, right? And in this case, GBP might be stronger for this pair more specifically. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so let's take a look at Euro US. Just give me 1 second here, guys. All right, Euro US. Okay, so same thing. The euro has been weak for quite some time. Let's go down to the 4 hour because actually, you know what? Let's go up to the weekly and just kind of understand the overall direction. Obviously, weekly you're not going to take any trades, but this just gives us an idea of what the market's doing and what we can expect the market to do, right? Or kind of the overall direction. So yeah, the euro has been super weak for the past 2 years. So we've been seeing the euro dollar just trending kind of downwards and just kind of ranging. So it's definitely not bullish. Not expecting anything for euro right now, to be honest. Okay, so now let's go down to the daily. We are seeing a trend to the downside. Okay, so now that we know that the overall sentiment is bearish, let's go to the 4 hour. So now that we know that we're looking for sells, we know that the overall sentiment of the entire market is bearish. We've been trending from, look at the left, we've been trending from the left side to the present time. So current price action, we've been bearish. We've been trending down, right? So now that we know that the overall sentiment of the market's that way, we can expect certain pullbacks like this, like this, like this, and over here currently like this, right? Those are just pullbacks. In the bigger picture, right, on the daily time frames and such, we know that it's just trending downwards, right? And so we can kind of spot out these major key levels here on the daily, on the 4 hour, as a source of, okay, this is where price could potentially react, right? And so that's really important to kind of like know and be aware of the direction. Once you understand that, then we can kind of look at, okay, Euro US, we've been super bearish. Now we need some sort of an exhaustion. We need price to kind of pull back up, potentially to these highs over here. This looks like an area of, like, you know what I mean, potential resistance. I think I had my notes here. So wait for price to potentially pull back to this key level and reject for further bearish sentiment. Yeah, so I'm expecting price to pull back. So I'm looking at potential buy setups for Euro USD based off of the 4 hour. But if I go down to the 1 hour, if we don't break this area here, then I'm not looking for any buys anytime soon. So we did break below. So I just think that price could actually just potentially break down further. And it seems, to be honest with you guys, like short-term wise, it seems like we're getting these rejections here. The next level that I would see price to come up to, like pull back, would be this level here. But I believe if you guys see my previous live streams, you'll see that I mentioned to you guys, I said we want to see more rejection, and we're getting this triple top formation here. So it looks like we rejected it once, twice, and 3 times now. This key level here, and we broke below it, right? So what we want to see, and let me just kind of clear the charts here so it's much cleaner. What we want to see, so yeah, this is much better. So what we want to see, and I've mentioned this before, is a hold of structure here, and we want at this supply zone here, we want to basically be rejecting it, right? We don't want to see price push above it, and that's what we've been seeing. And how do I know that this is an area of rejection? Well, guys, take a look at the left, right? You see that level of support here? That's indicating future resistance, right? And so if we were able to break it, that means that price did not respect this level of support. And so to me, as a trader, what I see is bearish sentiment, right? And what I see here is I don't see any bullishness to it, right? I don't see that. Now, do I see exhaustion? Do I see price pulling back up potentially? Absolutely. And that's what I mean, right? Price could even break these lows over here and continue and retest these highs over here, right? And pull back, right? And so that's something that you just have to be aware of, right? And I'm not just teaching you guys right now what Euro USD could do. I'm teaching you guys how to look at the market, right? How price action works, right? Let me know in the comments below if you guys are understanding how I'm explaining this, because that's what I want. I want to be able to provide as much value to you guys. Yeah, so that's kind of how I start. Like, I mean, there's a lot more to it, right, when it comes to trading and stuff. But yeah, welcome everyone. It seems like we've got a couple more people joining us. Welcome to the channel. Happy to have each and one of you guys. Yes, we do our live streams every single day, Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. So thank you for joining us, guys. And yeah, so let's keep going here. So what we want to look at now that we've seen that rejection 3 times, is this could be a potential sell. Now, what I want to see is a bearish candle push like this. So do you see this candle right here, how it rejected? Or do you see this candle formation like this? Ideally something like this one here, like a strong bearish candle form over here. Once we see something like that, then on the next candle, you can get in on a sell, right? Obviously, this is a little bit more long-term, but it's much more accurate, right? Because, so if we do, let's go down to the 1 hour, right? And I mean, we could probably get like around here. Wait for this candle to close on the 1 hour. We got a 1 hour candle close, and then we can set our TP1 to these lows over here. And that's like about 86 pips. Believe it or not, it doesn't even look like it, but that's about, yeah, 86 pip movement. And then let's say we do a 30 pip stop loss, right? Above these highs over here. And that's it. Like literally this could be a pretty, like, you know what I mean? If you were to do a full lot, for example, you would make $860 in a matter of, let's say, you know, 3-4 hours, right? So lots of potential, guys, to make some good profits. So this is a great example of getting into a trade, going from the top-down analysis, making sure that you're trading with the trend. We know that it's overall bearish, right? And we know that structure broke, price broke previous structure. So that gives us an even more confirmation that, hey, price broke below it, and now it's retesting it, and it's retested it 3 times. So it's failed to go higher, right? And so typically after a third push, like a triple top like this, we are definitely looking for sells, guys. So this is a great trade setup. You know, manage your risk. You know what I mean? You know, this is something that could potentially, you know, melt within the next few hours. So a great example of, you know, trading, you know, clean basic market structure, basic price action, and, you know, profits, you know, you could set your targets around here. That's like 94 pips. That's like $940 if you were doing a full lot. So yeah, really, really cool. Harpreet sign, good morning, bro. Good morning, Harpreet. Happy to have you, man. Welcome, welcome. I do have a couple people that are already part of the family. We've got Nicholas, obviously Vivi, my sister-in-law. Super happy and thankful to have each and every one of you. Appreciate all the support. I know you guys come on almost every day, so happy to have you. And anyone else that's just joining us, guys, welcome. Feel free to follow me on my socials. You can find all my information on the link below. And then we also, you can find me on Instagram at PEDROFX official, and on TikTok as well, PEDROFX official, and on all of my social medias, it's the same name. So yeah. And then I also do have a private Facebook group. It's absolutely free to join. The link is in the bio as well, guys. So if you guys want something a little bit more intimate, or you have any questions or anything like that, I am active on there as well. Is there any charts that you guys want me to go over? Please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you are finding this explanation and overall live stream very helpful, I really appreciate that if you guys hit that like. That way I know that you guys are enjoying this video. Let's continue. So we are looking at EuroJap. This one did hit our first TP, did not have any continuation, unfortunately, to the downside, which is what we were expecting, and that's okay, because if we did proper risk managements, we set our stops, we didn't lose much. So you can see that was a previous trade we took. So let's clear the charts and see what's going on here. So let's go up to the daily. Okay, so Euro JPY right now to me is kind of like creating this triangle formation here, and price is just ranging, to be honest. So I'm not looking for anything right now for Euro JPY. These lows over here. Price is just ranging, guys. But do you see how I'm able to mark everything up, right? I'm able to kind of look at what the market is doing, and that's the most important thing, understanding the overall direction on the daily. We come up over here, you know, I could probably be, I'm probably expecting, just from looking at the market here on the 4 hour, I'm expecting some sort of a breakout to the upside. Now that it's just, you know, prices pushed up. After a push like this, you would expect price to go down, but looks like price is just trying to. So we won't look for buys obviously anytime soon, but we want to see, we'll look for buys of break of structure. So anything above this, we're gonna start looking for buys. 1 second, guys. Just gonna leave the notes. Welcome everyone. We're gonna look at US30 shortly. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna leave these notes here. So yeah, so we'll look for buys. Look for buys. Once price breaks structure. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Let me know how you're doing this Friday morning. All right, so we're gonna take a look at US 30. All right, let's go. All right, so we saw that fake out, which was as expected. I said, you know, like I told you guys before, we need to see price break above this level over here before I start considering any buys for US 30. And if we go over to the daily, let's just kind of take a look at what price is doing here. So price is holding here. So to me, let's take a look here. Yeah, so I mean, we're still we're not bullish. We are at a level here of resistance in the bigger picture, right? So sorry, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so you see that line there anyway. So we're at a level of resistance on the bigger picture. So what I'm looking at here after a strong push like this is a pullback, and like I told you guys in my previous live stream, I'm expecting a pullback to these highs over here, this level right here for US 30. And then if we see price break above these levels, then we're looking for a retest of these highs over here. And then if we break above these levels, then this is going to be a little bit more significant, because that's going to change a continuation for US 30 to go even higher. But right now I don't really see price doing that anytime soon. But we'll be going over that anyways, whatever does happen. So yes, we did get that final push, and now we're getting this pullback. So short-term wise, let me just clear this up a little bit, guys, for you guys. Anything break below this structure, we're looking for sells. Okay, that's pretty obvious. Let me just push this over here. Let's narrow it down to the 1 hour. So now what I'm looking at for US 30, I am looking for buys. We are at a level of support. So I mean, this could be potentially a good buy setup. And I could set my targets to, the way I want to do it, to be honest, would be the push of previous structure. So something like this. So it comes to our support level. Like that. I'd put it a little bit below this level here, just in case. But that's kind of what we're looking at. And then set your stop losses like around there. You just got to be very careful. You have to have a large account for US 30. Price movements are insane, so just keep an eye out for US 30. BB, yes, it's finally Friday, thank God. Yes, gotta love Fridays. It goes by, the week's going by so quick. I don't know, time's going by so quick as a whole. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. What pairs are you focusing on? Right now, to be honest with you, gold. Gold is kind of what I'm looking at, to be honest. Nothing else really. Fridays, I don't like to usually take trades. I don't really recommend taking trades on Fridays unless it's like London sesh. Pre-New York, I mean, you can. If there's something that catches my eye, I'll get in. But the move kind of already happened here for gold. So I can expect some sort of a pullback. Price is probably going to come to these levels over here and then retrace back. But yeah. right. Welcome everyone. We've got a couple more people joining us. Welcome to the channel. All right, nice. So we got the push for GBP JPY. We got that nice strong push. We are starting to get a pullback. We've got half an hour left for New York Open, and we're starting to get a pullback. This could be a potential good buy setup for GJ. Why? Well, because not only did we break structure on the left-hand side, also we have been trending to the downside. This is a key level. Mind you, this could be a fake out, so something to keep in mind. This trade is, every trade involves risks, and trading is all about probabilities and how you can minimize your risk and how you can take advantage of the market, get your money and leave, right? So what I see here is I see that strong momentum, right? We're waiting for a pullback. We broke structure here on the left hand side. As you guys can see, price has always failed to push higher, but you got to watch out for things like these, right? Sometimes we do get wick rejections like this. We get price move back up and then it comes back down. So we got to be careful and be mindful of that. But if we are looking at maybe a potential trade here, GJ, gold, these are the type of trades I look at right now for today at least. And you can see that we got that strong momentum, and now we can expect some sort of exhaustion pullback, and it's barely 730. I would say probably like New York Open price will be kind of like around this level here, and then we can start looking for some buy setups. And I'm just gonna draw this up for you guys. So pullback, and then retest of these lows here, and then if we start seeing rejection, so before we get into any buys, guys, we want to see wick candle rejections like this, like that over here. So we want to see price potentially come down lower, and we want to see that wick rejection. We want to see price hold this level of support before we can start looking for some potential buys. And I mean, like, 730, 8:30, 9:30. Yeah, so like by the time it's here, like we'll probably be like 9 o'clock, and then we can start looking for some potential buys. A continuation to the upside. Now, like some people like to counter trade. I mean, you could put sells too. Like you can kind of come down to the 15-minute chart and put sells, but I don't really recommend it because price could come back up, create some sort of double top and wiki out. So you just got to be mindful of that, right? The market can always randomly just do whatever it wants. So that's something to keep in mind, guys. All right. Welcome everyone. We've got a couple of viewers joining us as well. So welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, guys, so you get notified every single time I'm on. I am on every single day, Monday through Friday, from 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is the Canadian time zone I'm in. So yes, I live in Canada. All right, guys. So that's the overall analysis for GJ, US 30. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Okay, so we are back in this range for Bitcoin. Wow, Bitcoin is just ranging. So yeah, so we got that. So it's forming that bearish flag. To me, Bitcoin is super bearish right now. I kind of want to reach. I see Bitcoin melting. Bands, what's going on, brother? Welcome. It's been a while, but what's up, brother? Happy to have you, man. Hope you're doing well. I'm just here, man. I'm here every single day, here to provide as much value as I can for each and every one of you. But you know the hustle. And it's really important, guys, to always have that positive mindset. You know what I mean? Life's all about pushing forward and knowing what is your why, and hence that's why I've showed you guys this in the past, right? It's always important to know, like, what's your why, right? I write it down. I always write down what's my why, right? I always put God first. Consistency will get you results. You're almost there. Don't give up. Remember your why. You got this. And so it's really important, guys, to know what is your why. What motivates you? You know what I mean? For me, what motivates me is my family, my wife, in the future, my kids, right? My parents, everyone, the whole family, like everyone, right? People that I care about, right? You know what I mean? So that is important. That is my why. And my other why is the freedom. Right? The freedom to be able to wake up, the freedom to be able to do whatever you like, the freedom of avoiding being stuck in the rat race, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? If you have a profession that's your focus, then that's perfect. That's perfectly fine. And hence that's why, guys, I'm telling you, the most important thing as a human being, as an individual, is your mindset. If your mindset's not there, and your mentality is just, you think like an employee, you think like just like, oh, I'm just a worker, I'm just gonna get by, then you will be like that and you will stay like that. You know what I mean? A lot of times the reason why the rich get richer is because they think differently. They figure out ways of how they can avoid taxes. They figure out ways how their business can succeed. They figure out different ways of how can I get it, as opposed to thinking of I can't afford that, right? Or I can't learn how to trade Forex because it's too complicated, right? So when you say that moment, I can't, you're already giving you that limited belief, and you're setting your mind to, this is where I can go and that's it. So you're capping yourself, right? So that's something to be mindful, guys. Just be careful with where your mind is at, right? And how you think, because that's helped me a lot with trading, and it's helped me kind of figure out and being able to, being able to see the results that we've been able to accomplish. And, it takes time, but that's also important, right? Your mindset. So guys, we're looking for sells on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's looking bearish right now. If I see price break these lows over here, then we can definitely expect sells for Bitcoin. Where could we target Bitcoin? Bitcoin's looking like it could potentially come to these lows over here, this level of support, but I'm definitely seeing Bitcoin break further down below that and probably test these lows down here for sure. See Bitcoin reaching these lows over here. Typically a move like that, I use it like this. This is how I know where price could potentially come down to. You see that? The same move down. Now, is it 100%? No. Price could, do whatever it wants, right? What we want to do is trade with the trend, and we want to follow the trend. It's kind of like, the market is like a train, and the train is going by and it's passing by different cities, right? And so you, as the trader, you can't move the direction of the train. You have no way of doing that. There's millions of dollars traded every single day, and you have no way of controlling the market. You can't change the direction of the market in your favor. It's nearly impossible. But you can hop on the train, jump on the train, and hold on to it, right? And so that's the idea, is when you're trading, you want to hop in on these opportunities when price is pushing up, when price is pushing down, right? And so all you could do is, as a trader, you analyze the market. It becomes that language, that second language that you can analyze and be like, oh, okay, I understand now. So price is reacting this way at this level. Price has previously reacted at this level. And so if all the confirmations align, we can now expect price to continue to the upside. Or now, if all these confirmations make sense, okay, so, it's at a key level of support, key level of supply, or key level of whatever it is, We're seeing wick rejections. We're seeing a bearish sentiment, right? We're seeing bearish candle formations, right? So once we see all of that, then we understand, okay, this is what the market's dictating where it's going to go. So that's why I always give that example of the train, right? If we know that the route of the train is going to pass by this area here, and it's going to go through Canada, and it's going to pass by this area, and it's going to go through US and Florida and that, and what you want to do is wait at that bus stop and hop on that train, because you know that price is dictating that at this day it's going to go this direction, right? Obviously there's nothing that's 100%, right? But we're all about probabilities, and that's why when you get on a trade, you want to minimize your risk, right? So if I'm going to be getting into a trade, right, I want to minimize my risk as much as possible, right? And how am I going to do that? For example, if I know that price could potentially come down to these lows over here and even further down here, after a push like this, I don't want to be looking for sells right now. Although I know the overall sentiment, right, of the market is sells, right? I don't want to be selling at the bottom here, because if I sell at the bottom here and then price goes back up, guess what happens? I just lost money, right? But if I wait and I understand, okay, price has pushed, we've got that strong bearish sentiment, but now I'm waiting for price to kind of pull back to previous structure, right? So previous support, and it becomes a future resistance, and it's been tried and tested, you know what I mean? Obviously it's not as easy, it's easier said than done, right? It's not as easy as it sounds, but once we come to these levels or we see price kind of exhaust, take a break, right? Then we start looking for sells at the top. So you get a much better entry here, right? And let me kind of highlight this. This is a level of previous support. It becomes resistance. So I'm expecting price to come back to these highs over here at 21,336, right? Bitcoin. And then I'm expecting some sort of rejection at this level now, right? If we get that rejection, we get candle wick patterns, we get candle rejections, we get bearish candle pattern formations, etc. And we start getting these rejections, then we can get into a sell and then target these lows here. Target these lows over here, and then potentially even down further, right? So that's the way you can kind of secure your, you know what I mean, secure your profits as much as possible and manage your risk and not have to lose so much money, right? And make profits, right? So it really just kind of depends on how you look at the market. You got to know how to look at the market. The stop loss is too much. Probably like around there. That's good. Yeah, look at that. It's a good trade setup right there. Let me know if you guys like that setup, that explanation. Hit that like button as well, guys. Really appreciate it. Were you guys able to understand that? I hope that was kind of like a little bit helpful for Bitcoin analysis, right? Like just to give you guys an idea. Right now, also, if price pushes down like this, it pulls back, right? Which is what we want. And then let's say price pulls back and then we don't see a rejection, we just see it come back up. Then what that was a fake out like this, okay? And that does happen. That's totally normal. But if you managed your risk and you didn't, when you got into the trade, you weren't over trading, you weren't putting more money than you can afford to lose, then you'll be fine because you're managing your risk properly. And you know what I mean? Like, that's the most important thing, managing your risk. Welcome everyone. We've got a couple more people joining us. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome. We've got a couple more people joining us. Welcome to the channel. All right. Any other pairs you guys want me to look at? Ethereum's been going in our favor. Price is just retesting right now. We can expect Ethereum to pull back potentially. This is something I want to keep an eye out. It is at a key level of support right now, potentially. So if we reject this level, we will see a continuation to the upside. If we break this level, we will retest these lows over here and then potential sells. All right. Price is ranging for this pair. USD Cad. This is a like more long-term trade. We did get break. We need price to break these lows over here for a straight clean push to the downside, but US dollar is strong right now. So we do have US news. US news coming out at 8:30, and I think that's what's going to give us the push that we need, potentially to the downside. So welcome everyone. We've got more people joining us. Welcome to the channel, guys. We are here every single day, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, gold melting. Good trade here. Actually, you know what? I was on a sell, I believe it was like a day or two ago, yeah. Yeah, gold's melting right now. Euro CAD, it's still ranging. Like I said, if we break this structure here, we can expect price to pull back and then in continuation to the downside. Didn't break through, so we're still just kind of within this range. Yeah. All the GBP pairs are kind of ranging. Fridays, guys, are usually a little bit more chill. But yeah. Welcome everyone, welcome to the channel. We've got more and more people joining us. Expecting GJ to pull back. We are expecting a pullback. If we go down to the 30-minute, we got that strong momentum and we saw price break previous structure here. So we're looking for buys for GJ. Let me know in the comments, guys. How are you guys understanding everything? Let me know if you guys are able to understand much more clear, kind of how I'm explaining the charts and all that. But yeah, like I was telling you guys before, right? The biggest thing is your mental shift, right? You want to make sure you have the right mentality when you come into trading, right? This isn't get rich quick. It's been years and years that I've been doing this, you know. And, you know, I've been in the crypto markets as well, as you guys know. I'm sure some of you already know my story. You know, me and the wife have been in the markets for quite some time, and we've been looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you know, and that's kind of how it all started. And then I've been in Forex for 6 years now. Yeah, like it's honestly, once you learn the trait, once you learn the skill set, you have something that it's a knowledge that you can take anywhere with you, right? All you need is an internet connection, a laptop, and you can literally trade from anywhere, right? So, but the thing is, there's so much information out there. And when I first started, right, and that's why I started this channel, and my main focus was this channel, because when I first started, I was trying to figure out what can I do that can produce that extra income. But not only that, now that my focus has shifted even more on not just an extra income, you know what I mean? It's, I want to push through with this and go further and take it beyond what it is as a, hey, this is nice income, to, hey, I want to take, you're going through different levels, right? As a trader, you're like, hey, I'm profitable, I'm consistent, right? To, hey, like I'm making big gains here now, right? So that shift is what kind of opens your eyes and you realize, wow, the potential, right? But it takes so much work to get there. Is it possible? Absolutely. You know, for example, like the wife and I, we were able and fortunate enough, and I've said this before in the past, we were fortunate enough to be able to pull from the trading that we did and our investments that we had in Bitcoin to pay partially for a portion of our home, of our down payment, right? So being able to do that and being able to pay off our cars and stuff with trading is a huge blessing, you know what I mean, on its own. So is it possible? Absolutely. And it's mind-boggling, like how something, just looking at the charts and looking at like all these different candles, and people don't even understand what you're doing, to be able to, you know, change the overall shift of how you look at things, right? Like not just like, okay, I'm gonna go to my job, work a 9 to 5 and that's it. No, you're doing something for yourself to help you get ahead, right? And so like it's possible, anyone can do it, and you know what I mean? Like trading is just that tool that helps you get there, right? And so you just got to understand how to understand the language, right? Once you learn the language, it's like art. It's like Picasso. Like to me, when I look at the charts, I'm just like I'm in love with the charts. Like I'm understanding the language, you know what I mean? Like before, when I was like starting, I felt so lost, so confused, right? And I'm gonna be posting, I'm gonna be doing a video where it shows like literal videos and clips of me starting in my trading journey, and I have clips from like 3-4 years ago, when I was like really like taking it very serious. Yeah, all I could say is just keep going, guys. Don't give up. It's worth it. Just don't give up. Just keep going. And that's why I created this channel, because when you first start in trading, you feel lost, and so you want to be able to join a community of like-minded individuals that want to be successful, that want to be able to see results, that want to be able to grow as an individual and take your trading to the next level, you know. GJ, we're looking at a pullback and a continuation to the upside for potential buys, potential longs, let's put it that way. I kind of say it like that way just because like there's people that are new that don't know what that means. It's the trading language. Short means sell, and longs means buy. Welcome everyone, welcome. As we get more people join us, let me know in the chat box if you guys are enjoying this live stream. I appreciate it if you guys hit that like button as well now that you're here. Remember, another thing or another advice I can give you guys is never rush into trades. If the trade is not there, right? We're looking for sells for GBP odd. If the trade is not there, then don't rush it. Don't rush or force trades. It's not worth it. You're gonna lose your money. You're gonna blow your account, right? You don't want that. Actually, you know what, guys? As we have more, we're getting more people join us. I'm kind of curious. Let me know in the comments below. Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from? I always like to ask that. I want to see where our community is joining us from. Don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy. We've got lots of people that have been commenting. Let me see something here. This is our live.
Don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy.
Saksham. Hello, sir. Harpreet, yes, share those videos. That would be great and educational. Okay, awesome. Absolutely. I'm working on that. I really do want to share with you guys that. Awesome. We're getting more and more people join us. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the channel. Super excited, super blessed to have you, each and every one of you guys. My goal for this channel is to be able to help each and every one of you guys take your trading to the next level. And yes, it is possible. It is possible, and it all starts from here. Mentality, right? You know, definitely thankful with God because He's given me the opportunities that I never thought would be possible. And also just being able to take everything day by day. You know what I mean? USD Jpy. So we are after a push like this, let's go down to the weekly and kind of see what it's doing, because clearly it's doing something and we want to figure that out. What's going on? Let's go to the monthly, because it's super bullish right now. Super bullish. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So let's figure out what price is doing here. So it is at a major key level here. So on the daily, like it's it's reaching highs here that we haven't seen before. So USJPY, I'm looking, and we're at the daily right now, so we could see that the price is stalled at this level here. We failed to break this high over here, and we failed to create a new high. So to me, that's an indication that price is going to start changing its overall direction. But until we don't see price break below these lows, we're not still on a sell market. You get what I mean? We're still not bearish, right? So I need price to either break to the upside and break these highs here and retest these highs over here at the top for me to start looking for potential buy setups. But as of right now, to be honest with you guys, if we go down to the 4-hour, after a push like this, USJPY is we're looking for bearish sentiment. Like, we need to see some sort of push down to the downside here, unless price proves us wrong. We did get that strong push to the downside here, and now price is kind of like ranging a little bit, and then so potentially we can expect sells to this level here. Let's go, BB. I'm from Colombia. Amazing. I know, my wife is from there, and I'm Latino too, so that's amazing. Super happy to have each and every one of you guys, and my sister-in-law, super happy to have you as well too. She's always been a huge supporter of, you know, me, and you know, that means the world to me. It means a lot, so thank you so much, Kunis. So yeah, guys, I this is kind of what I'm expecting for USD JPY, and the reason why we do have the news for 8:30, so we just gotta wait it out. Friday is a good day for us to just kind of analyze the markets and everything. Like I said, I don't like to get into trades on a Friday just because the overall sentiment right now, you know, is not moving. I'm not seeing what I want to see, right? But this is good for educational purposes and kind of see what you guys can trade in. And remember, like, you know what I mean? It's better to take, for example, 3 trades, and out of those 3 trades, 2 go in your favor and you make profit, and let's say you have 1 loss, than to take, you know, 10 trades, you know, thinking that you're gonna make money quicker, and then you lose, like, for example, 5 trades, and then you win 5 trades, right? It's better to be smart with that type of stuff, and trust me, that's another thing. When you mature as a trader, you trade less, if that makes sense, and you'll understand what I'm saying one day. Sir, have you entered? Which one? Are you talking about USD JPY? Yes, I did enter a couple days ago, actually, and I took my profits a while ago. But long-term wise, I'm expecting a strong push to the downside for USD JPY. Obviously, we won't know. We're expecting some heavy news for US at 8:30. So dependent on this news, this is going to move the markets, right? Harpreet sign, yep, quality over quantity is the key. That is right, my friend, and you know what I mean? That's just how I do it, right? Like, I don't want, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, right? Like, I know that as a new trader, when I started as a new trader, I was like, I gotta take trades, no. You know, over time, like I said, I've been doing this for 6 years, you realize that that's not the way to do it. It's quality over quantity, right? And so as new traders, they always like to, like, you know what I mean? And I could trade this here, and, like, you know, it's, you know, they go down to like 15, and that's fine. 15 minutes, fine. They go to like the 5 minute, they're like, you know, like, price is like right here, double. No, like, you gotta, like, this is how the market will damage you, and you know what I mean? You'll go back like crying, and then, you know what I mean? It's just horrible. So, you know, I've heard people losing thousands of dollars. Like, we're talking like, hey, I just lost, like, people pull from the, like, you know, line of credit. I lost like 10 grand, lost 20 grand, you know what I mean? Trading, man. And then what happens is that they don't trade properly. And then what happens is, I'm going to turn this light off. Cable's like acting up weird. I don't know my extension cord. So what happens is they lose so much money that they get so discouraged, and then they don't stick around, right? Hey, new to your channel, do you do live trades every day? D Razzle, absolutely, my friend. We're here every single day, Monday through Friday, at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, if you want to be notified when I'm online, just subscribe and hit the notification bell, and that way you'll be notified every time I'm live. I also do surprise you guys. I do sometimes come on the evenings, but in terms of me being here every single day, I am for sure every single day here Monday through Friday at 6:30 a.m. Yeah, I might come on this evening. I'm just still like, I want to study this whole afternoon, this evening, on the software for you guys, so that way when I'm in a trade, I want you guys to be able to see what trades I've taken and what trades I'm going to take or looking out for, and the software that I just installed will help me do that. So I want to be able to do that tonight, and then that'll help you guys know where I'm at when you join the live stream. So USD Jpy 4 hour again. Right now, like, if you see this, look, like, to me right now, USD Jpy, if I pull my fib, look at this. We got a strong rejection here at our 0.618 and 0.50. We got heavy rejection. We got, look at this candle wick, 1, 2, 3. So if we weren't at a key level, to me this looks like buys, and it could potentially, mind you, could potentially be buys right now. Why? Because we have that strong momentum. We've got price pull back, and it's forming some sort of like support. We are getting the support here, right? So this to me, oh, sorry, 1 second here. This to me is showing that price. Sorry, let me delete that. Let me draw this box here. No. Here. This to me shows that price is holding support and it's failing to break down further, right? So I'm not looking, if price fails to push higher, right? I'm not going to be looking for sells. I'm going to be looking for sells, which is right here, right? A pullback. If price fails to break down lower, which it has been doing the past few days, let's put it that way, then what I want to see is a break of structure at this high here, this one, not this one here, for me to start looking buys. If we break structure here, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to be targeting these highs here. Okay? Why? Because we got, also you got to look at it this way. That's right. Remember, the market's all about probabilities. We got the big push, bullish momentum. We got a pullback. We failed to break below. So what did we do? We held support, right? So now what I want to see, right? People are like, okay, we're getting rejection. I'm going to get in on a buy. And then boom, price comes back down, right? No. You want confirmation. You want price to break with a bullish candle like this one. Do you see this one right here? How it pushed up like that. You want to see a candle like that close bullish above these highs here. And then we can start targeting these highs over here. And how do we know, again, how far it's going to go? This is one of my favorite things that my mentor taught me, is you grab it from this push here, from the bottom of the push to here, and then you move it all the way here. And that's how you know where price could potentially be going and how far it could potentially go. Pretty cool, eh? Shout out to my mentor. He taught me so much. Really, really nice guy. He lives here in Toronto, so he taught me all these things, man. It's the simplicity of the market. You know, one of the things, best advice he told me was, always know your risk. And he's like, whenever you look at a trade, don't gamble your money. You know what I mean? If you're just throwing a trade just to throw a trade, or if you're looking at this high and you're like, okay, that's a sell, you're gambling. He's like, always know your risk. You have to know your risk, right? And know what you're looking at, right? And what price you're predicting. Your job is to predict the overall direction of the market, and what are the probabilities of price going up or the probabilities of price going down, right? Harpreet, that technique is new to me. Harpreet, good to hear, man, and learn. Good to be here and learn. Happy to have you, man. I'm excited that you know, each and every one of you guys are learning more and more each day, and I'm happy that I'm able to help you out. Yes, this technique is pretty unique. It's simple. It's clean, and that's what I liked about it when my mentor taught me this type of stuff. Is that he said people overcomplicate things, right? There's so many indicators and people get confused, right? So people that are new, they come in, they're like, what are you talking about? What do you know what I mean? They're like, what do you mean moving average or this? There's nothing wrong with moving averages. Mind you, I have a couple indicators myself, right? Like this is one indicator here. This is another indicator I have, right? This is another support and resistance one I have, right? So these are different indicators that I have, but I don't trade based off them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't use this to base my whole bias off of it. You know what I mean? They just help me kind of with confirmation if I want to. Like, for example, here, anything, you can see these are just, this is like a trend line indicator, right? So anything that breaks below this red line is a bearish sentiment. So technically you can see the line, it's dotted here. So it's saying basically if price comes around here and it breaks this line here, then, which is pretty much this level over here, then we're looking for sells. Which, if you know how to trade and you understand the market, you're not going to need these things to tell you if price is going to go up or down. For example, if we get break of structure here, so you see price came down and then price started kind of like consolidating a little bit and then it pushed up, right? Do you see this green line here? This indicator tells us, so if price breaks above this green line, we're looking for buys, right? But we know that. If you know how to trade, right, and let's take this indicator off, if you know how to trade, you know that break of structure here on the left-hand side, we got a strong momentum. It pulled back slightly, retested these highs over here, and then it pushed higher. We know that it was going to come, it was going to go up to the upside. Not only that, we've got one low here, we got a lower high, right? Not sure what happened here, but do you guys get what I mean? Like, it's not, it's good to have, but it's not something that, the most important thing to learn, guys, and a lot of traders will tell you this, is you need this special indicator or anything like that. Now, is there strategies? Absolutely. Every trader has a different way of trading, and you know, that's a personal thing, right? So like some people have an edge, some people have, you know what I mean? I have my way of trading, you know, and it's worked for me very well. Now, everyone's different, right? So welcome, guys. We've got a couple more people joining us. Welcome to the channel. Yes, we do live streams every single day. I'm here every single Friday, Monday to Friday at 6:30 a.m. So if you want to learn, you want to take your trading to the next level, or you're just starting out, you've come to the right place. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I'm online. I also do come in on the evening sometimes too. So also appreciate it if you guys comment below and hit that like button as well if you're finding everything I'm explaining helpful. Really appreciate it. So yeah, so that's kind of what we look for, guys, in terms of like the overall market sentiment, overall direction, right? So like I said, right, if we going over here to the 1 hour, if we're still rejecting this level here, right, because we got that push here, if we're still rejecting this level here, then we do the sells that I was telling you, right? Because if we look at price, it's kind of forming like this flag, right, formation here. But again, right, we want to see what price is going to do and how it's going to react within this area. And if we start seeing price break these lows over here, then we can continue with their sell setup to the downside. But we also have to be mindful that price could potentially come up, right? So there's different scenarios here with USD Jpy. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Wifey's coming in. Yeah, so let's take a look here. So Euro Cad ranging. let me know, guys, and actually in the comments, let me know if you guys want me to go over any pair specifically that you guys have been looking to trade. Yeah, see, look, gold, we're getting that rejection that I told you guys. Price was going to hold for gold here, some sort of react or some sort of support. We are getting that. First time here, great stream, by the way. Oh, yeah, Muvazu, sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but really cool name. Welcome to the channel, Muvazu. Feel free to join the family and subscribe. Love to have you here. You know, I try to provide as much value as possible, so really happy to have everyone here join us. I do go live. Yes, I go live every single day, Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so let's take a look. Yeah, so gold is reacting at the level I told you guys, so that's good. Let me just give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna put this spot here. So actually, you know what, I'll put the support area here. Level I'm looking at to hold support is here. Hold on 1 second, guys, right there. Okay, trading with confidence. How to avoid false breakout? Wait for it. Like, don't get in the trade. That's a valid question. You know, fake outs, it's hard because, you know, you're looking at buys, you're like, okay, price is going up, wait for it. That's why I always wait for confirmations, right? Muvazo, you did well. Thanks, man. So yeah, no, wait for confirmation, right? So that's why I always say wait for a pullback, right? And then wait for that wick rejection, regardless. So like the US30, I had one of my subscribers tell me that they were on a buy, and that's okay, that's fine, I could see that, right? Because we are at a level of support on the 4 hour. If we go down to the 4 hour, you could see clearly, okay, price is gonna go up. We know that, right? But unfortunately it faked out here and it came back down right away, right? So what was I saying? I was saying that we're in a range, right? So within this range level here, right, we saw price unfortunately break up, but then it broke back into the range, right? And so that's why I held this line of support and I said, guys, let's wait it out. Let's not get in, right? And so that's what I wanted to see, was a full break and then a hold of support, which is what we see now. We're seeing this now play out, which is funny. But it's a great example. So now look, so we got that strong push, we got this slight pullback, and then look at my trade right now. I just said it. It's got US 30 right now is a buy, guys. I'm telling you right now. Obviously, this is not financial advice, but US 30 is a buy. We're in the flesh. You can see the trades panning out exactly how I'm saying. Now, mind you, price could be pushing a little bit, and then it could kind of continue ranging. So something to keep in mind. I'm not telling you to get in right now, but it's up to you. You know what I mean? Take your trade at your own risk, right? But this is a good example of what we're looking at, what we can expect, and you can see that it is going in our favor. And this is how you avoid a breakout, right? Is gold ready for a buy? Let's take a look at gold. Nicholas, my friend. We got my friend Nicholas from Jamaica. Okay, give me 1 sec. Gold, Nicholas. So here's the thing. I would probably, I mean, you can get on a buy. We are at a level of heavy support here, so it is a significant level. The thing is, excuse me. The thing is, the allergies are killing me. The thing is what you got to be mindful of is that price could be going bullish back up. What I'm expecting gold to do, by the way, is it's gonna pull back. So 100% we're into potential buys right now for gold. Is price could come back down, and then you're going to be stuck in a range. So what usually happens, do you see this right here? So we had that push, same thing here. We had that push down, right? And then price pulled back. What I would hate for you to happen is for you to put a buy, and then this market's just ranging, right? And then you're just going to feel frustrated, right? So I mean, it's totally up to you. Is the sentiment pulling back? Absolutely. I see gold pulling back up as a buy. So, if I were you, I would narrow it down to a 15-minute. to look for a proper entry and either wait for some sort of like a double bottom right now. So it'll probably like pull back, do some sort of like a double bottom. And then once we know that on the 15-minute you have a double bottom, then look for a buy setup and target these lows over here as an area of support, future resistance, right? Again, price could just push back up. It might not even form a double bottom, but the double bottom is that confirmation that will help you avoid getting into a fake out trade, right? So I lost my little thing. Saksham, what do you think of USD Cad? All right, my friend, let's take a look. Let's take a look at USD Cad. Absolutely, I'll take a look at that for you. Welcome. We've got a couple more people joining us to the channel. I want to welcome each and every one of you guys. Yes, we are here every single day, Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell and join the family. Join the familia. Okay. All right, I'm doing this for Saksham. My friend, we've got USD Cad in front of us. I'm going to narrow it down to the 4-hour, and USD Cad is looking like a good potential sell setup. So this is good. This is good. Let's take a look at the daily just to make sure. Okay. Yeah. It is looking like a good sell setup. It is still kind of ranging, but no problem. If you go down to the 4-hour, we could probably get into a nice juicy trade here. So before you get in, 4 hours looking bearish, which is good. And we got that strong momentum here, which is good as well. Let me just delete my fib here. Let me delete this here as well. So we are holding this level of resistance, which is a pretty significant level here, guys. So we did get that push to the downside. So yes, we are looking for sells. Familia Spanish, right? Yes, I'm Spanish, Latino. The whole family, familia. Yes, so yeah, so we're looking for sells. Now this is the 4-hour, so mind you don't want to get in now, but what we want to do is narrow it down to like the 15-minute chart or even the 30. I like the 30 more, but we could do like the 15-minute, right? And so check this out, Shaksham, check this out. So we got that strong momentum, right? And so we got that strong momentum. We had a triple top here on the 15-minute rejection. We got that strong momentum. We got the pullback. So what we want to do is yeah, look at that. It's a little bit thick, but whatever. It works. We want to wait for price to come back up to these highs over here and retest these highs before putting a sell. So that way we get a better entry. And then we can target these lows over here. It's about 40 pips. That's a good trade there on USD Cad. USD Cad's it moves a little bit slower, but mind you guys, we gotta be aware we have USD news in about 10 minutes, so something to be aware, guys. All right, guys. So that is all I have for today. I will let you guys go. USD Cad looking like a good sell setup there. On the 4-hour, we are looking bearish. And then on the 15-minute, this looks like a good potential. But again, I want to see price kind of pull back a little bit higher to these levels here for sells. So not yet, guys. Don't get in yet. Wait for that confirmation. Remember to look for those wick rejections. You want to see price reject it. You want to see some rejection, and then you want to get into a sell. Okay? And we want to target probably these lows over here. There's a little bit of range here, so price might react to these levels here before continuing to the downside. So yeah, we'll take a look at this. I might come on live tonight in the evening, so make sure you guys subscribe so you get notified and hit the notification bell. Also, if you're new and you're looking at seeing kind of the previous trades we've taken in our live streams in the past, check out my other live streams. Feel free to watch those live streams. Make sure you watch to the end, guys, and you'll be able to learn a lot through these live streams too. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Appreciate it, everything. Thank you, mate. From Saksham, absolutely no problem, man. Super happy to have each and every one of you guys, and thank you for joining me. And I will catch you guys until next time. Happy Friday.